Hey guys, so today I'm going to be answering a few questions that you had for me. Okay, so I had a poll on Instagram that I asked you guys to ask me questions, then I had a few polls that I told you guys to choose between. And I think the first question was, hold on, let me see. The first question I have here is, what do you do when, I cannot read today. What do you do when love doesn't last and you thought with all your heart that it would? So for this question, I've been really excited to answer this specific question. So when that happens, you kind of just have to realize that not everyone in life is going to love you, and even though you might be in love with this person, you have to let them go. Because if you really love them, you will let them go and let them be happy. Okay. I know that was kind of a short response, but what can you really do about that? I think I'm going crazy. But another thing I had set up was choose between talking about mental health or sexuality. And mental health one. Okay, so I've been struggling a lot with before I've had well, I still have depression, and I've been struggling with that since I was 13 or 14? Very young, I know. But it's gotten a lot better since then. And I've also had anxiety almost all my life. At first, I just really just had separation anxiety, so bad from my mom. Because when my dad left, I felt like that's all I had to grab onto. And I was just scared that one day she was also going to leave me as well. But, I've gotten a lot better. I still basically don't go anywhere though, because I just don't like being around a whole bunch of people, because I will have a fucking panic attack. But, another thing is, um, I've also had a lot of eating disorders, due to, a lot of trauma in my life that, we're not gonna get into on this video, because that's gonna take, literally all day for me to talk about. So, because of that, there also will be a part 2 to this video right here. But, having an eating disorder that really, because of society, they just make you to believe that no matter how small you actually are, that you're always not going to be good enough. And that's what I've always had to struggle with, because I see all these people that just look perfect to me, and I'm just here looking like a sack of potatoes. And for a long time, I was struggling so hard with my weight, and I thought that if maybe I didn't eat as much as I actually really normally do, that it would make me smaller. And it did for a while. But the thing about that is I I took that way too seriously, and it was really affecting my health. Then what really scared me was that one time I was in Walmart with my mom and my sister, and I was just then I saw some of my friends in Walmart. Then we took some pictures together and stuff. But when we were about to leave, I just started feeling really sick and nauseous, and I was going to throw up or whatever. And I honestly felt like I couldn't breathe at the moment, and I still kind of feel like that at the moment right now, because my voice is literally shaking just talking about it. But I eventually passed out in Walmart because I had not been eating. I was taking pills because I thought that if I did all these things, it would make me look better. Even though, like, I was literally so perfect the way I was, and I really shouldn't have wanted to change for anything or any reason, especially in that unhealthy way. But, I've had a lot of, like, help, because since, like, I've been talking about it, and a lot of people, like my friends and stuff, have been helping me with this, because at first, it was so bad that, like, whenever I would eat, I would literally throw up because my body was not used to me eating like normal meals every day for like, because usually when I did eat, I would eat like maybe like once and it wouldn't even be a full meal. I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't stomach it because my body just rejected it because it was not used to actual food. And um it's been really hard. But I think now that I've actually started eating more healthy, and I've gained weight and I've also struggled with just that fact too. Because I just look back at old pictures and sometimes it's just really hard because um certain people who I'm not gonna say names, keep telling me like they miss like the size I used to be and um that they just want me to change back into the person I used to be, which was not healthy at all. But I really can't blame that person for saying that though, because they don't even understand what I was going through. Because like the way that I was staying that weight was not healthy at all, and I really don't wish that feeling on anyone or anything. Um, let me get on another subject before I start crying. Um, Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was my childhood. So in my childhood, I think I really did have a good childhood because um we lived in this two-story house that honestly was my favorite house that we've ever lived in because I used to move around a lot when I was younger, and I usually like every morning I would wake up and go to like our little playroom or whatever because like we had like an Xbox and a PlayStation in there, and I think we also had a pool table. And I would wake up every morning extremely early for some dumb reason and get up just to play like Dead or Alive or something like that. And honestly, like that was honestly my favorite part of my whole childhood, just doing that. And back then, like I was a lot closer to my family. Just like now, I just feel so distant because of a lot of things that's happened in my life. But I'm trying to push through that and try to stay positive on a lot of things. But the next thing I want to talk about with you guys is whether or not like I had a lot of like struggles with this specific poll because like it kept going back and forth between like being tied, one person saying whatever, then it finally came to like just now where it's untied, and it's between music and relationships. So at first like music was winning, then like suddenly just all of a sudden relationships won somehow. But with my relationships, like it took like a long time for me to realize this, but like a lot of my relationships were so toxic. Like I would be so in love with these people, yet like it was literally one sided. Because like I dated this one guy, like so many different times, and I gave him so many opportunities to do right, but like I kept going back. And like either like he would just leave me for somebody else or he would cheat on me. So like I just got so used to that cycle, like I did not want to get out. Until like one day, I decided that I just had enough and I left. So that's not really like what people would think when I said relationship when I did that poll, but like a lot of them were not good. Um And I'm really just getting into a relationship where it's actually not toxic and it's just really nice. Even though like sometimes it kinda is though, but we're not gonna talk about that. Um but for the most part, like, he makes me really happy and honestly I'm just happy that I am with someone who makes me feel loved and gives me their attention and makes me feel like I actually am important to them. And I just believe that nobody needs to stay in a toxic relationship because it's not healthy. And it took me a long time to realize that. But I'm just glad that I am in a good state of mind right now because lately I keep feeling so numb to like most feelings and I really just want to revert back to like um what I'm about to say is going to sound really morbid, but I used to self-harm because I thought that that was the only way that I was going to feel something. I know that sounds really messed up, but honestly, I really got addicted to that feeling because that was the only time where I wasn't sad. I where I wasn't just numb. I would just sit there in bed at night and just think way too much about literally everything and my mind would just take over. And it would just be so hard for me and people don't understand that I don't know where this would come from. It would just be out of fucking nowhere. And I would just be laying in bed just thinking about all these things that probably weren't true at the time, but I thought they were. Then now that I'm sitting here making this video, I've realized a few things. Like, honestly, like I've lost a lot of friends along the years, mainly because it was mostly my fault. Because I would always just literally make the whole room so depressing. And I guess nobody wanted that, and I understand. But now looking back, like I surely should have done certain things differently. And I really should have tried to like get certain bonds back, but other ones I know I can't get back. But that's okay because I am okay with the person I am now. I've gotten a lot better at telling people that something is wrong, even though before I really don't like talking about myself because I'd rather like help somebody else. And just sitting here talking about certain things with you guys, it's been really hard because like calm down. Okay. I'm okay. Um just certain subjects for me are just really hard to talk about and it's just to me it's better if I have someone to talk to about it. But like for me my content has really helped me feel better about myself and just helped me have a way to express myself. But the last one, the last topic I will talk about today would be story time. And literally nobody voted for talking about my friends. Nobody. I just find that so weird that literally all you people just want me to talk to you about just somebody that I don't like. Well, there's literally like very few people that I don't like because I just choose to really not I don't like to hate people because I don't want to one day just look back and just be angry about so many different things. So it's just best if I just let certain things go and just move on with my life. But like there's just one person it's just hard to let this one thing go because I talk about this all the time with like my friends or whatever. Even like I really shouldn't be still mad about this because like certain people are not going to be your friends. So I'm not gonna list any names though, 'cause I don't want to get called out about certain things or whatever. So I'm just not gonna list any names. But there was this one girl that I was friends with for like a while. And if I'm telling the story correctly, most people will know who I'm talking about, but if you've never met me in person, you obviously wouldn't know, so please don't comment her name if you are watching this and you know me, because you already know exactly who this is. But, me and her used to be really close, and I literally did everything with her, and yet now I think back to it, like I read some of our old messages sometimes, and she was not a good friend to me, like, at all. So I was dating this guy, and I literally would talk to her and him like all the time on the phone. So like my mom would always ask me why was I always talking to both of them at the same time? Because like my mom didn't think there was something right with that. And now that I look back at it, I really should have listened to her. So one day she asked me to do her streaks. So me being me and being nosy, I go through their messages and he is trying to cheat on me with her. So that was literally on fucking Christmas that I found that out. And I was bawling my eyes out on Christmas Day. I have never been that sad before. Then literally like a few weeks later, I saw him at the grocery store and I literally had a fucking panic attack and my mom really thought I was gonna get out of the car when he was in there. No. Okay, that was really a really awkward experience, and my dumbass still started being friends with her again, and I really dated him again. But like, it was better that last time, but I just eventually stopped being friends with her because she wanted me to choose between me and this other girl that I'm really close to. Well, excuse me, I don't know why I said girl, boy. Cause like that's literally one of my best friends now, and I'm so close to him. And if they're really your friend, you should know that they're not going to make you choose. You don't ever make somebody make that hard decision and make them choose between you and somebody else. That's not really a friend. That's a toxic kind of friend, and you don't need that in your life. But I guess that's the only story I'm gonna tell today. But I just really like want to do more videos like this because it helps me, and I just like talking about certain subjects that are important to me. So another thing that like I recently made a poll about was either anime or gaming. And I have not checked to see which one won. So let's go check now. Okay, so anime won. Good. So this morning I had like the weirdest combo of food. So I had my stepdad brought me home some Wendy's, and I already had made myself coffee, so I ate and drank that together, and oh my god, my coffee was so good this morning. And while I ate that stuff and I was watching my favorite anime, I flippin' love Black Clover. I don't care what anybody else says, that will always be the best anime to me, no matter what other anime comes out. I do not care. But literally the main character is so loud and he is so annoying. Like literally everyone in the show is always telling him to shut up because he's always too loud. But I think that's enough rambling for me today. There will be a part 2 and it will be posted later, probably this week or next week. But I really need to start cleaning before my mom gets home because I will get my ass beat and I ain't got time. But until next time, bye guys!